Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and lizard people. And today we are going to do also kind of a requested things on this channel for me to build. And that also come from a person who actually did a very good suggestion. So, let's make a metal armor. Let's get going. So, now, for this piece we need a sturdy piece of wood, because we know what happened last time I tried to fix metal. We also need metal in form of a roof tile, a metal roofing, a hammer, eye protection, ear protection, metal t-shirt, metal gloves, and also working gloves, and also your standard belt for metal. And metal. So, now we're gonna have some foam here. So it isn't completely a metal build, but you see, I have my mannequin here, and I actually glued on the shoulders there, just to make a like easy chest piece here. I have actually shown in my Fallout power armor build how I do the chest piece otherwise, but I'm just gonna free-handedly glue stuff to this because well, they look like they have been made like on the spot with what they already had, so this is also not going to be completely correct to the one that is in Fallout 4, because, you know, I'm using what I have, which is a bit of sheet metal from an old roof. So it's metal, but it's not very hard to bend these things with your hands, so you can do it. You don't need any really special tools for this, more than like a steel scissor, or yeah, sheet metal scissor like I have here. So I'm gonna put some little you see, I'm doing straight little lines, and I'm just bending them over. So you see, it's like that. I will have a little better shot of how I do this later, but you see, I'm just gonna glue things on there that we're gonna have a belt, and they're also gonna overlap like with a 0.5 centimeter, so you can actually put a rivet through it, because I have rivets. You can also do this without rivets, but I do really recommend it because it will hold the whole thing up better. And you see the neck I have just cut out there out of foam, so I don't have to really explain that. Anyway, this is aluminium tape that didn't really fucking work on foam, but whatever. You see, it's kind of wrinkles up, so it was like a bit of a mistake to me. But if you have harder stuff, this will work up fantastic, or I'm just very bad at this. Whatever, it was a test, it didn't work out very well, but you see, it has potential. And now you see, I'm going to drill here to get some rivets in. You see, I have rivets all of the way, so they are overlapping like that, and they're also glued, so they will actually be attached. But the rivets will be very, very good to holding the steel parts together with each other. And now we're going to drill the little holes that looks like they're holding this thing together, which will now just be decorative, because they don't really sort of function more than they are looking at, because the foam is under it. So see, and now I sprayed it black and then silver, which kind of feels a little bit counterintuitive due to it's supposed to be made out of metal. But if you have this metal and you actually just leave it outside over the winter, it will be rusty and nice. You see, now here I'm doing this by taking the part and I drawing it out like you do when you sew clothing, and then you do a little new line, and then we cut out the outer line, and now I'm going to cut many of these things, so it will look like this, and then we're going to glue it inside and bend it over like that. So you have the thickness of the metal armor, but it's not fully metal. So this is not going to be very heavy. And also tape up everything, because it's going to be a lot of sharp edges, so do that so you don't accidentally cut yourself. And now we're going to take the sander and actually sand this, because it's going to pop up exposed metal and some other, you know, the color of the gray roof and so on. And now we're going to paint on the rust, so it's going to be like the polished armor version of in Fallout 4, like that. You can also use this for other you know, metal post-apocalyptic builds if you desire to ever build them. But you see, I'm just gonna do some rust there, and now we're gonna do a little better rust by having yellow inside it here. You see how I did that? And you know, you're just pushing your pencil down so it will have this more doesn't look like brush strokes. And now we're gonna fill it out with some other brown, because you know, rust is kind of not static. And also some red you can mix in. You can try hard to make it look like very, very good. But you see, and now I'm going to tie up. Yeah, I didn't have thick enough of leather straps that it looks like, so I have to use this hemp rope instead, which we have a lot of because I live on a farm, so it's lots of extra bits of it a bit everywhere from when we are making the hay. Anyway, so we're just gonna tape that up also on the back side, because it's gonna itch if you don't have anything under this. So you see, like that. And now I actually have forgot to miss some of these steps, I think, because I didn't push the button enough hard. But you see, I'm gonna paint this black here, so they will look more like, you know, old and dirty and more greenish that they are in the game. And also have a little bit of shadowing on the welds, and you know, you can just put on dirt to make it look really worn and, you know, gone through a lot of things. And I also did this is the back plate I glued on, and I put some rope on the shoulders there, and also you can put some plates on it. And now we have to admire our build here. Just look how nice it is. And thank you and goodbye. I hope this was helpful for you.